آماده ای؟ بجم. Shame. You come to our country to murder us, yet we are the terrorists.
All call signs listed. We on mission launch. Repeat, we on mission launch.
18 hours ago, I get a call from Homeland Security saying there's a Marine in detention. I need to
Yes,
talk.
I think we can make even more realistic games. It looks good now, but I think we can push it even further. Like with the next generation platforms, we can push it even harder because we with Frostbite 2. We developed almost like a next-gen engine for the current-gen platforms. So I'm sure we can improve a lot of things, both the rendering and animation, and just pushing the boundaries even more.
Gentlemen, as you know, we're dealing with insurgents crossing over from Iran.
You want us to believe that there's a PLR threat and Solomon's at the head?
You're the quick reaction force, gentlemen. We're trusting you to handle this.
The nuke is still out there.
We had certain challenges putting the game on consoles, and as we set out, we built Battlefield 3 primarily for PC, where we started with that, and PC is 5 or 6 years ahead of the console games now, so we had to do some neat tricks to get it to work on the consoles, but still it's almost the same. It's very close now. We have the most tangible difference is that on PC you have 64 players, on consoles we have 24 players, but then the maps scale to the number of players, but we have still the same maps, same game modes, same kind of vehicles, and the destruction is also the same. So we've been doing a lot of very nice tricks on the consoles.
Let's go find our Marines. Get down on the ground! I said get down on the ground!
The challenge comes from the variety in the environment that we have, because we have much more variety now compared to Bad Company 2, for example, where we have both open landscapes but also very tight urban environments where we have a wider range of destruction. So you can chip away small pieces of a cover from the enemy, to everything from that to tearing down the whole wall, like in urban Paris, for example. And having all that work on all those scales is a lot of work, really, but I think we managed to push through. Realism is one thing. We've made a lot of advances there with realism and making it authentic and feel physical. But I think it's also about how you actually engage in the games. I would say that Battle Log that we're doing is one step towards that world of how you engage in the game, where once you're not in front of the console or the PC, you can actually still do things through Battle Log. Comment on what people are doing, and just on PC how you join the game, where you through the web browser actually can start the game. So I think the future is much more about being connected and being able to get into the game wherever you are. We got inspiration for Battlefield 3 from a lot of different sources. Obviously, we play other games, but we also, as you say, watch movies. We look at other sources of stories and settings. So we worked also together along with military consultants. One of them being Andy McNabb, the ex-SAS military operator, and we got a lot of inspiration from what they're doing in real life. So the story and the setting of Battlefield 3 is not based on anything real, but it's inspired by real events and what people actually do on the battlefield. One thing, for example, is Andy McNabb. He actually took his personal photos, of some locations that we had, and actually sent over photographies from his operations to us, and we could actually recreate a lot of the settings. For example, the thunder run in the desert that we have running with the tanks. So I think we have much more inspiration from real life and being authentic and a much more physical experience. We're gonna continue doing Battlefield 3 for a while. I think we're gonna support the game. We're gonna, patch it, balance it, tweak it, release new content, new maps. But other than that, we'll see what happens next. We always have a lot of things going on in the studio, so we'll see in the future what's gonna happen. I hope you're gonna enjoy the game next week when it releases. We're gonna keep listening to you guys, what you want to play, and we're gonna do things that you like, and hopefully everyone gets happy.
This is not a trial. You are guilty. I know how your fucking story ends.